Yeah, good morning, one and all. Can you please respond whether my voice is audible to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, shall we go ahead? Let the people to join in their own timings. So I will follow the timings now. Welcome to the demo session Python programming. I am Dr. Ganapati Raju, working as a professor in HOD Hyderabad and consultant for data science for 5 to 6 companies in Hyderabad itself. Okay, this is my brief biodata. Now, let me get into my session. What is Python? Why we need to learn Python? Okay, what are the comparison with other languages? Today I will drag this topic for 45 minutes, and next 10 minutes we will have some questionnaire. Let us start my discussion with. Let us start my discussion with what is a program. Okay, a program is nothing but set of instructions. Okay, so shall I call it as a set of statements? Some people also call it a sequence of instructions. Okay. Now, these sequence of instructions has been written either C language or C++ or Java or C Sharp or Python. What are written with the language? Maybe R. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of writing program in order to implement a specific task? Okay. Or we will also call it as to implement a specific computation. That is the motto of any program. Okay. Now, a program is a sequence of instructions. Now, it specifies how to perform a computation, and it was written in any of the languages. Okay. Now, whatever the language we have written, that computers should understand. Okay. Now, let us discussion our now the computation might be a mathematical computation such as solving a systems equation or finding the roots of polynomial. Now, but it can also be a symbolic computation such as searching and replacing a text in a notepad document or compiling a program. Anything can become outcome of a program. Okay. Now what is the purpose of learning a computer programming? Okay, the only one thing, the most important concept is the thinking. Okay, the single most important skill for you can call it as a programmer, or you can call it as a software engineer, or you can call it as a computer scientist, is problem solving. Nowadays, this concept is lacking from the people. Okay, the people, those who are learning C, C++, Java, or C Sharp, but without having this feature, it is useless. So my session will discuss about how to solve problem solving using Python. Now, once after completion of this session, you can tackle any project from your side. Now, in order to solve the problem, what we need to do, the ability to formulate a problem. Okay, we need, first of all, we need to formulate a problem, then think innovatively how to solve the solution. Every problem may have various solutions, solution 1, solution 2, and so on solution. Always you have to go for optimal solution. Okay, this is what the industry needs, and you should express the solution in a more clearly and accurately and precisely also. Okay, that is the basic characteristic of a programmer or software engineer or a computer scientist. I hope you will accept my point. Can you please respond? The
Yes.
sessions must, yeah, the session must be interactive, and it should be some questionnaire and answers from both sides. Okay. Now how to write a computer solution? First of all, we have to identify or define a problem. This definition of the problem will be given by your high level people, okay, in the organization. Maybe analyst or designer or some other, maybe your team leader or project manager will give you the problem. What is your responsibility? You have to analyze the problem in terms of what will be the input for the application, what will be the expected output, and what we need to do computation. For that, what formulas are required, what are variables are required, what are constants are required. That we have to think it. Then, based on that, we should design a solution. And mostly, designing the solutions can be written in the form of algorithm. Okay. Now, an algorithm is nothing but a finite finer steps, which will written either in English or in your native language. Okay, whatever the algorithm we have designed, those algorithms can be implemented by using either C, Java, or Python, or whatever it may be language which is required given to you. Then once after implementing the solution, you should evaluate for testing. Okay, this is what we will do in the industry. Okay, I hope everyone will agree. Can any questions in this? Now everyone, I have already discussed this one. Now another second characteristic every programmer must and should have. First one is problem solving, ability to solve the problem. Second basic characteristic every programmer should have is debugging capabilities. Mostly we will call it as testing. Okay, after writing the program, we will give the program to either compiler or interpreter. It will give some sort of errors. What is an error? Errors also called as bugs. Programming errors also called as bugs. Now, if a programmer is able to process or track the bugs, once you are good in this, you can write any kind of code. The process of tracking the errors or bugs and correcting them is called as debugging. Okay, mainly there will be two types of errors. First one is a syntactical error. Second one is a runtime error. Syntactical errors means every language will have some sort of syntax and semantics. Okay, like C language has some set of rules and semantics. Java, Python, C#. Syntax is nothing but rule. Semantics is nothing but meaning. Okay, syntax is nothing but rule. Semantics is nothing but meaning. Okay, so if you satisfy syntax and semantics of that language, you will be free of syntax errors. Runtime errors means if I want to implement a specific computation, in order to implement specific computation, I will write some sort of logic. That logic we have not written correctly. At that time, we will get some runtime errors. So whatever the program we are writing, it should be syntactic free and it should be runtime free. Okay. Now, I want every student must implement or inculcate these two characteristics while learning any programming language. Now, before entering into Python, first of all, we should thank a person who invented this programming language called Guido van Rossum. Okay, everyone should thank him because he's the person who invented this language. Now, he has quoted his Python as a simple quotation. Okay, Python is an experiment in how much freedom programmers need. Okay, you can write any way, the program will work. That is the beauty of Python. Okay, the beauty of Python is you can write any way. It will give you the freedom to write the code in any way. Okay, but other languages will not give the scope for us. Now he is also quoting another thing: too much freedom and nobody can read another codes. Too little expressiveness is endangered. He also, in the first statement, he has given that programmers have freedom, but he also told that some restriction: too much freedom and too little freedom. Is it okay? Now, first of all, let us start. Whatever the language we are learning, we should know what are the basic features of that language. Then only we can create a boundary of that language. Okay. Now, what I will say is the first and second is simple and easy to learn. Comparing with the C language or Java, it will take very less time to learn Python. Okay, it will take very less time. Okay, and it is a beginner's language in all Western countries. From schooling itself, the students are learning the programming, and mostly in Indian universities, mostly in BTech first year. Earlier we used to have C language. Now we are keeping Python. IITs, NITs, all the people they're in learning Python as the first language, and it is very having simple syntax like English. Python program, it like a simple syntax. Okay, and it has very few keywords and very much less training. If you want to learn C language, it will take minimum 2 months. Java, it will take minimum 3 months if you make a master. Whereas Python, it will take just 1 month to become a master. That is okay, and it is a general purpose and high level language like C, C++, Java, and Python and C#. Okay, whatever the features we have in that languages, in Python we have everything. Okay. Another point is portable. I can write my program in Windows. I can write in Linux. I can write in Mac operating system. Okay, my programs will be portable from one machine to another machine. They will run almost anywhere. Okay. One more thing I will tell you is machine independent bytecodes. Let me type in C language. For example, if I write a program in C language, if I compile, then what will happen? Directly I'll get executable file. They are called as machine dependent. Okay, I cannot port from one system to another. For example, if you take Java, it is both compile as well as interpreter. Whenever you compile .java program, you will get a .class file. Whenever you interpret the program, then only you will get executable file. Whereas in Python is a purely machine independent bytecode. And most important concept is object oriented. Using Python, I can write a structured programming. I can write object oriented programming. Okay. Now I'll discuss what is object oriented programming in few minutes. Now third one is interpreted. Now some languages are compiled languages, some languages are compiled and interpreted, whereas Python is a interpreted language like a HTML, okay, or CSS or JavaScript. And most important thing is it has a large standard libraries. Now, in order to discuss this point, I will tell you one small case. Let me clear the screen for 1 minute. Now, I think let us take what is a software. Based on that, I will discuss that point. There are two kinds of software: proprietary software and free and open source software. What is the meaning of proprietary software? We have copyright protection. You can't write whatever you want, okay, and you will have a specific license scheme. If you want to use it, you have to buy by spending thousands and lakhs of rupees. Okay, now best examples of proprietary softwares are Windows, simple Windows operating system, and MS Office also proprietary software. For example, if you go for free and open source software, Linux and MS Office, you have equivalent LibreOffice. No need to spend even single rupee to use free and open source softwares. Okay, here it has a copy left protection. Copy left. You can use the software any number of licenses. Number of licenses will be any number with free and open source software. So Python is also free and open source software, and because it is free and open source software, we have large standard libraries. Means it has around 100 plus libraries are available. Now, if you give me 1 minute, I will discuss what are the various libraries we are going to learn. Now, first one more thing. First point is NumPy. This is a library which is used for mathematical operations. Any mathematical operations we can discuss by using linear algebra, statistics, probability, anything I can develop with the NumPy. Okay. Now, there is another library called as Pandas. Pandas is a library which is used for data analysis. Any query, Andy? Can you please mute from your side? One of you. Can you please mute from your side? One of you, please. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for the. Now there is one more library called Pandas library, which is used for data analysis. Next, scikit-learn, sklearn. This is a library used for machine learning application or data science applications. We can also develop some sort of IoT applications. Now, Flask is a library which is used for web application development, web development. Django is an library which is used for web development. Like this, there are large standard libraries. I can develop my own library. You can develop your own library because the reason is open source. Okay, it is a free and open source. Everyone can contribute to the softwares. Now, is it clear for everyone? Yeah. Next one is GUI programming. I can create, for example, if you take Java, you have AWT, Abstract Window Toolkit, or Swings. These two packages will give us a GUI, stands for Graphical User Interface Programming. Now, using Python also, I have a library called TK. I can create text boxes, radio buttons, list objects, text area, such kind of objects I can create by using GUI programming. Okay. Now, supporting databases. Now, from Python, from my Python program, I can connect to Oracle. I can connect to MySQL. I can connect to SQL Server also. Okay. That means we can connect to any databases. Now, dynamically typed language. I will discuss this point in a beautiful examples in the next slide. Okay. So I thought now one more important point is use white spaces. After every statement in all the languages, we have to give semicolons like C, C++, Java, and C#. Semicolon. Every statement has to end with semicolon. Whereas in Python, no need to give semicolon. Simply use white spaces. Okay. Then variables do not need declaration. Okay. Let me discuss about this point for 1 minute. For example, if you take C language, if I want to create a variable, how to do? You have to write storage location. You have to write data type. You have to write variable name is equal to value. Okay. This is optional and this is also optional. Whereas in Python, simply write a variable is equal to 100. That's it. 100 is a value which we are assigning to the variable. Now you can ask one question, sir, how it will get happen without specifying data types? No language is there in the world without, right? We accept JavaScript. JavaScript also no need to specify the data type. Okay. Now whatever the value I'm giving in the memory, it is going to create that specific object. In the coming slides, I'll discuss in detail. Okay. Now Python supports all high-level data types. Now it is the first language in many universities, and the most important point is productivity. It is the most important for every software engineer or every software company. For example, if I write a code in C, C++, Java, for example, if I want to implement a task, C language may take 10 lines. Let us consider 10 line LOC stands for lines of code. Maybe Java, it may take 8 lines of code. Python will take around 3 to 4 statements, just 3 to 4 statements. Look at here, reduce the development time. The code is 2 to 10 times shorter than all other languages. With this, if you have any queries, I will answer them. Else, I will go to next one. Any queries? Can you please respond?
Hey, George, do you have any prerequisites to learn Python?
No, not at all. You just come as a slate. Okay, just come to my class as a white paper. I will write a beautiful code for you. Okay.
Okay, because like I've seen people saying that I need to
Not
have
required.
experience on Java
Not
and
at
now.
all required. Not at all. Just come as novice. You will learn everything. Okay, I will try to make you good data scientist. Okay, and I will tell you, you should learn problem solving approach, and you should solve debugging techniques. These two I will teach in my session. Okay, whatever I promised, I will teach the sessions. Now, somebody, can you hear me? Yes. Naderpal, I can hear you, please. Now, shall I go? It is a misconception. No need to have any language. Okay, some people say that C language, not required. Just come to my class as a white paper. I will, but it will take around 45 days. Once after becoming 45 days, I'll make you to do any programming. Okay, that was promise I can say. Now, for example, yeah, I have a, yeah, can you please respond? Nadal. Yeah, you can pose a question. Can you type in the chat box? I'm waiting for you. Yeah, what is the difference between PYT? Okay, this point I cannot give right now. Okay, let me get into the next session. I will discuss it. Okay, I have not specified what is UIS and what is PYT in my session. Did I specify? Nader, I have not specified this terminology in my session. Clear? Yeah. Now let me compare my Python program with other languages. For example, if I want to print anything on the C language, I should include standard input.h, and I should write into main and flower braces. Then I have to write this statement. then only it is going to print hello. Okay, then whereas in Python, I have to write everything in Python is a object. So I have to write everything in class itself. A public class name. I have to write a main function, then string array arrays, system.out.println to print hello message. Whereas in Python, simply use a built-in function print. You can do anything. Either you can use double quotes or you can use single quotes. Both are valid in Python. Simple statements. In the previous slide, I showed reduced development time. Using Python, my entire reduced development time will be 2 to 10 times shorter. Okay. Now, for example, if I want to create a variables, so what I have to do? 3 is an integer, 3 is a value. I'm storing in a variable called as x. X is a variable. Now, integer is called as data type. Okay. Now these things not required in Python. Simply assign a value 3 to the variable. Now, whenever you assign a variable, what will happen in the memory? It is going to create int object. This you will not do by yourself. This will be done by the interpreter itself. Then it is going to assign a value 3 to variable x. No need to specify the data types. For example, if I want to implement a float variable, 4.5 is a float. Everyone knows about it. Y equal to 4.5. Internet is going to create a pi float object. Okay. Now, open brackets, close brackets. Y equal to 4.5. This will happen by the memory itself. Now, what will happen internally? It is going to create a 16-digit unique identifier, which identifies the memory location. Here also it is going to create a 16-digit unique identifier for every variable which we have created. So no need to specify the data types. Most of the students, they will be in the trouble how to declare a data type, even though they are good at programming. Okay, it will be done directly by the machine itself. Okay. Now, for example, look at here. I have already discussed it. Dynamic typing. Python supports dynamic typing. Earlier I have created an integer variable in X. Now it is going to create pi string, pi int object. Later I have stored a float variable. Then what will happen? Dynamically the 3 will be overwritten with 4.5. This kind of dynamic typing is available in Python. Now, as I already discussed just now, whenever we created a float variable, it is going to create object like this, pi float object, and it is going to assign a value to the variable. Okay, this is what happens in the memory without your concern. Is it okay? I hope it is agree for you. Now, for example, let us take now, if I want to write a Python, you are going to work with a Python shell. Every Python shell will be represented with 3 greater thans. So let us take x equal to 3, y equal to 3.0. Can I equate them? If both are same, it is going to return true. Are you getting me? Now, same thing I can do with simple with a is operator. Okay, I'll discuss in the coming sessions about them. Okay, now, for example, I have created a string called x equal to hello. This is the value I have assigned to a variable x. Now, x dot lower. Then what is happening? Actually, this will converted into small hello. Now, once again, I'm storing in the another variable. That means dynamically I can change the values in Python. Now, in for loop in C language, if I want to write a for loop, I have to write all these syntax. Okay, for loop consisting of initialization, conditional checking, and incrementation. Okay, the same thing can be done with a simple statement in Python. Just look at here. For is a keyword, I is a variable, and in is a operator. If range of 0, 10. It is a function. It is going to generate numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 will not be included. Okay. So when we have elements in the sequence, 0 will be copied to I print it. So just within a single or 2 statements, we can write this entire for loop. Here I have to write around at least 5 statements. Here I can write just 1 statement. Now, can I call it as a reduce the development for time by using Python? Can anyone respond? Now, this incrementation by default, it is 1. If you want, you can write your own incrementation by providing a step. I hope it is clear for everyone. Any queries? Can you please respond? Now, like this, I can write any kind of code. Okay. No, this is nothing but this one, some kind of code. Right? I can write any now. Now, I'll tell you why the Python is having that much demand in the industry. Okay. Now, using Python, I can write data science applications. I can write machine learning applications. Then I can write automation process. Most of the companies nowadays, they are using RPA, robotic process automation. They're using Python script. Now, most of the IoT companies, they are using Python as a programming language to get the data from sensors. Earlier, they used to write embedded programs with C language. Nowadays, all the IoT kind of companies, they are using Python as a language between sensors and a programming language. And it is also used for web development. We have libraries like Flask and Django. I can write web application programming, and it is very simple and easy to learn and write. And it is used for multiple purposes. And most important concept is it has huge libraries and frameworks. Because it is free and open source software, we have hundreds and thousands of libraries are available. Every day, one library will come to the Python, okay, to implement a specific job. Moreover, nowadays, job growth is increasing. Okay, earlier job growth is there for Java and C#. Nowadays, job growth is increasing for Python, and it is having huge community because it's a free and open source software. If you have any question, you can post your query in Stack Overflow. You can get answers within seconds. Okay, and it is in the high demand, so you may get high salaries. Once if you know Python, you will be getting to data scientist, you will be getting into machine learning engineer, you will be getting into web development, you will be getting into IoT analyst. You can go anywhere. Okay, it is a stepping stone for us. I hope it is clear for you. Now, I'll tell you some sort of IEEE has rated Python as a top programming language. Now I have taken the statistics from 2021. Okay, Python is the highest people they are using nowadays. Now I have taken KD Nuggets is another one of the website for machine learning and data science. It is also rated Python as the best language to learn nowadays. Okay. Now you can ask one question, sir, what are the software we will use? What software we will use to run our programs? Okay, directly there is a soft link called python.org. Directly we can go to this and we can download this Python. Okay, right now the current version is Python 3.11.1. This is the current version of software. Okay, now, but I will not prefer this software. I will prefer Anaconda. Okay, this is the best software to learn by the students. Anaconda is called as IDE, stands for Integrated Development Environment. If you install Anaconda into your machine, you are going to get a Jupyter Notebook. You are going to get Jupyter Notebook. Most of the people who loves to write programs with Jupyter Notebook. Second one is Spider. Third one is IPython. Like that, you are going to get 3 IDEs if you install the software. So all my students since 5 years, I'm asking my students to use Anaconda itself. There is another software called Canopy. There is another software called PyCharm. Some of the students are interested in working with PyCharm also. Some students, they will use VS Code, okay, Visual Studio Code. Like this, there are around 10 plus softwares are available to work with Python. Okay. Now, but my suggestion is I will teach all my programs with Anaconda. Okay, we will try to install Anaconda software within few minutes. Now, I hope. Now, let me get into the syllabus. Okay, I hope it is clear for everyone. If you have any queries, I will answer. Else, I will go to syllabus. If you permit me, I'll open the syllabus and I'll show you what syllabus I will teach in my session. Can anyone have queries?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please. Just a minute.
Can you hear me now?
Hello. Just a minute. I'll show you the syllabus, what I will take? Just a minute, please. I'm opening the syllabus, please. Can you see the syllabus? The Word document? Yeah. Here, yeah. Let me get into the topic. Okay. Can you see the screen? Now, this is the syllabus I have. I'm teaching for the. It will take around 45 days to 50 days. Okay. Now, initially we'll start with introduction to Python and how the installations will be done with Anaconda. Then we will go for identifiers, variables, operators, data type. These are called basic building blocks. Okay. Now, conditions and loops. Then these are very, very important. String, list, tuple, dictionary. These are called as data structures. If you are good in these data, these are called as data structures. Now, I'll spend 1/4 of my time while teaching for data structure. If you are good in these data structures, you can solve any problem. Okay, this is my suggestion to you. There are string object, list object, tuple object, dictionary, set object. These are the okay. Then we'll go for functions and modules. Then list comprehensions, file operations, how to read and write the data. Then regular expression, how to deal with strings. Then working with the databases. Now, in order to work with the databases, I will take a library called SQLite. It is equivalent to Oracle or SQL Server. Okay. Now, why I prefer SQLite? Because Python and SQLite are they can talk each other directly. Else, we need to have drivers. Then exception handling. Then by discussion now up to here I will call it as core Python. Please, up to here I will call it as core Python. Okay. Second part will be, let me clear the screen for 1 minute. Yeah. Now, the second part of the program is advanced Python. I'll call these areas from here up to this is up to here. I will call it as object-oriented programming. Okay, we call it as OOPS. Okay, need of object orientation. Here we'll discuss about what are classes, objects. Then we will discuss about the principles of object-oriented like abstraction. Okay, then encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. These 4 pillars of object-oriented programming we will cover. Now this is called up to here it is called as core Python, and this Python is called as object-oriented programming. And from here, this is the most important. This is useful for job-oriented. Now here I will discuss about NumPy for doing mathematical operations. Then pandas used for data analysis. Then scikit-learn machine. There is another library called scikit-learn. Scikit-learn is a version, so I cannot cover enter scikit-learn, but I will cover regression. Okay, how prediction will be done or forecasting will be done. Can you please respond?
What is this NumPy? Can you please tell
NumPy,
me?
yeah. Sorry, NumPy is used for mathematical operations. Any kind of mathematical operations I can discuss with NumPy, like linear algebra, matrices, vectors, and probability, statistics. I can develop all these applications by simple calling a function. Okay, NumPy is full of functions. Directly simply call a function, your job will be done. Okay, you have to concentrate your job itself, but remaining job will be done by the functions itself. Okay, I hope it is clear.
Okay.
Yeah, NumPy is used for mathematical operations. Then pandas is used for data analysis, like how you are going to insert the data, how you are going to update the data, how you are going to delete the data, how you are going to retrieve the data. All the operations we can do with pandas. Now, the beauty of pandas is you can work with HTML, you can work with XML, you can work with JSON, you can work with any database, you can work with Excel files, you can work with PDF data, you name any data, you can work with pandas. Pandas is used to work with any kind of data. Okay, so I will discuss all these data with beautiful case studies. Then another important point is I will also teach Matplotlib. Matplotlib is used for visualization, data visualization. Okay, if time permits, I will also teach Seaborn. Both Seaborn and Matplotlib are used for data visualization. Finally, I will end my session with Flask. Flask is an application which is used for web application development. Okay. Okay. This is what syllabus I wanted to teach for you. Okay. I hope if you find any queries in the syllabus, now you can ask. Now, the next 10 minutes are for questionnaire session. Yeah. Any questions need to ask regarding the syllabus or regarding the topic which I have discussed today? Anyone respond?
I sir. Actually,
Yep.
what are the prerequisites we need to know before learn Python?
Just now I told this point. Okay. No, just I will tell you one more point. No need of prior knowledge. I will start no need of prior knowledge once again. I will start from scratch. Okay. I will start from scratch. That's it. Okay. Don't get any language into consideration. Okay. Just come to my class as a blank white paper. I will teach
Okay.
the coding techniques for you. Okay.
Okay. After complete the course,
Yes.
complete the course, how much experience equivalent to how many years of experience can we
No, I
can
don't.
say?
Yeah, I don't promise anything. But if you listen my classes for 45 days, and I'll give 1 or 2 projects. If you complete the project, then you can put a minimum 1 year experience. Okay. That much knowledge I will give you. Okay. But you should have one promise that every day you have to practice my sessions. Most of the students, they are joining the course and they're not practicing. At the end of the day, sir, we have enough. We are busy with official works, office works, other things. If you practice regularly, I promise that you can apply minimum 1 year to 2 years experience. Okay. That much knowledge I will give you. Okay.
Okay. How many projects we will do as part of the class?
One project. For every topic, I will discuss with case studies only. All these topics will be discussed with case-based learning. Okay.
Okay.
Completion of this course, I will give you a 15 days project.
Okay. Can we get that recording video for all the classes?
Hey, every day, yeah, I'll tell you. Every day you are going to get recording video. First point is recording video, and you are going to get programs. Okay, and documentation also for the programs. Whatever I taught on next half an hour itself, you are going to get everything to your WhatsApp group. We are going to create a WhatsApp group. Okay.
And how much support you guys will do for that job? If any opening is there, you
Yes,
will
yes.
able
One
to
more thing. Yes, wait. The institute people every day they are going to post whatever the jobs are available. They are going to post on the WhatsApp group. You can apply on the WhatsApp group after listening my class. Okay. Every day the institute people will help you in posting the jobs. Okay, from several companies. They have some types. Okay. If you yeah. This is what I can say from my side.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any more queries? So the 7 to 8 now may I know what are your qualifications and names? Hello. Yeah. After completion of this session, you will be navigated to ML course, or you can navigate it for data science course. You can also go for IoT course. Okay. That's what I can promise. So any more
And
queries?
Python, is there any certification is there to do that?
Not required, Andy.
Oh, okay.
Not required. Not just I'm saying come to the white paper. I will make you
No.
to
After complete the course, the course, is
yes,
there any certification is there
yes,
for Python?
yes. The institute will give you one certificate, and I'm trying to get one certification from a company. Okay, but it may be cost. Okay, it may have for if you go for Microsoft, there is a certification. Cisco, there is a certification for Python. Like that, I'm roping 2 to 3 companies. But I cannot promise that it is for free. The institute will give certificate to you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. My question is like, after complete the course, if I want to do certification, because certification always value side. So is there any way?
Yes, I will tell you. There are some certifications in the industry. I will tell you. My entire discussion will be certification also. You can after that, after completion of course, you can go for certification also. Okay. I will suggest
Yeah.
certifications, international certifications given by Cisco, and Microsoft using Python. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Any more queries? Now, if you don't have any queries, now next session will be from tomorrow. Shall we have a session about Python? One more session?
Yeah, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please. I'm ready to answer any query.
Yeah, so I'm the one who put that in the chat. Let's say we're confused between. I know you told us how good like Python in terms of can work
Okay.
with other things, with data analysis, machine connections, what have you. But comparing it to like React, JS, PHP, and from a back end story to the Python, how does this compare to other like React, JS, PHP, or Ruby?
Yeah, Mr. Nader, I have already compared Python language with C++, C++, and Java. And I already told you that Python is having less, it will take very less development time comparing with other languages. Okay, it will take very less code. It is going to take very less code to write the same concept. We can write very less code compared with other languages. That I can say. Okay, but
Right,
due to
but the issue is
yeah, please once again, I'm not getting you question correctly. Can you type in the chat box?
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You have an issue hearing me? Can you hear me?
Can you please type it in the chat box?
Okay.
The chat box is open to you.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, please, Andy, please.
Sir, I have small question regarding this.
Yeah, please,
What
Andy,
about
please.
Anaconda or PyCharm? Like
Yes.
you mean
I will.
to say like it's a like compiler or like
Yes.
what like
Yeah. Yeah.
where
But
we can see
yeah,
Python programmer?
I'll tell you, please. I'm responding for that question. Okay. Actually, Python is interpreted language. Okay. It is not a
Okay.
compiler. Now, for that, I'm using Anaconda. Anaconda is a IDE, integrated development environment, to run our Python programs. Okay. I hope I answered your question. If you are interested, you can also go for PyCharm. The code will not change, but only the environment is going to change. That's it. My suggestion is it is better to use Anaconda. Okay. If you use Anaconda, it will be supported by your by using Google. Also, you can work it out with Jupyter notebooks, because you know Google Collaboratory. Now, without having any machine, you can work with Google Collaboratory. Okay, I'll show you in the coming sessions all these things. Okay, mostly.
Oh,
Shall we meet tomorrow? I hope I answered your query, Andy. Clear?
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
We will meet the new about like we will meet the session tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll meet in tomorrow's session about how to deal with PyCharm, how to deal with Anaconda, how to deal with Python.org. Okay, shall we have it tomorrow? One more session at same time, 7 p.m., 7 a.m.
Yeah,
or Monday?
sure.
Shall we meet at Monday? It is up to you.
We can meet tomorrow.
We
Yes,
can meet
tomorrow.
tomorrow because it's only one hour session, right?
Yeah, 1 hour or 30 minutes. Just I
Yeah.
want you have to learn, you have to understand my terminology. That's it. Once if you understand my terminology, Monday onwards we'll start the live sessions. Okay.
Can you
Yeah.
share the session today's session?
Yeah, definitely the institute people we will share to you. Okay. 100%.
Oh,
We'll get it within 1 or 2 hours. Okay.
okay. Right.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Any more questions?
No,
So,
also.
yeah. If no more questions, shall we stop the session?